Well, 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 look who's smashed through the green room wall and straight into the middle of a national riot. The Hulk himself, Mark Ruffalo. Not smashing tanks this tomato, no. This week he's smashing credibility, perspective, and whatever goodwill Marvel had left with fans. Let me read this little gem of wisdom posted from Ruffalo's penthouse of privilege. Turning the military directly on American citizens on U.S. soil is unconstitutional. This is not an insurrection. These are peaceful, civil disobedience protests. June 14 is no King's Day. Find a protest in your city. Now, we are not supporting turning the military loose on the streets of America. But peaceful protest? Peaceful. Goodness sakes, man, have you not been watching the news? We've got footage, Mark. Rioters torching vehicles, throwing rocks at cops on horseback, launching fireworks at federal agents, and looting like it's Black Friday without a checkout line. They're waving foreign flags like conquering generals, setting fire to the stars and stripes. But sure, peaceful. Like a hammer to the face is a massage. And Disney, the Mouse House? They're as silent as a burned out AMC at midnight while one of their big stars calls for riots in the streets, apparently. No comment, no correction, no accountability, unless your name is Gina Carano, who they fired off faster than a boy on prom night for tweeting much less. Just another day at the happiest propaganda machine on Earth. Let's call this what it is. Marvel has a Hulk-sized problem. Ruffalo's never been my Hulk. Not because he's a bad actor, he's great in films like Begin Again, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, even 13. Going on 30 has its charm. But Hulk? His performance. As the big verdant machine has left me about as warm as Papa Bear's bowl of porridge. They turned a rage-fueled tragedy into comic relief. That's half on Ruffalo, and half on the mouse-brained hacks writing him like a shy librarian on muscle milk. But this goes beyond bad acting and poor character development. This is dangerous. Encouraging riots under the banner of civil disobedience. That's not protest. Some would say that's provocation. And let's get one thing straight, I don't care what you think of Donald Trump, the border, or ICE policies. That debate is for another booth, another time. But the men and women in ICE right now, they're not villains. They're not monsters. They are federal agents. Americans. Doing their jobs in the line of fire. They're getting pelted with bricks, cursed, and set upon with Molotovs while Hollywood millionaires sip lattes and tweet about no King's Day from behind security gates. So if Ruffalo wants to march, let him. But don't call it peace while the city burns. And don't expect America to applaud while you throw gasoline on the fire and walk away with a producer credit. And here's the trick. Celebrities should stay out of politics. No matter whose side of the aisle you're on. Because the moment you step into the crossfire, the brand, your brand, Disney's brand, tanks. Has Ruffalo forgotten what Rachel Zegler's red carpet comments did to her Disney flick?
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. Weird. It's Hollywood, baby.
Ruffalo's words carry weight. While he may think these rioters are just peaceful protesters, speaking out against tyranny by quietly blocking the freeway like little ducks following their mother all in a row. But for those paying rent in the riot zones, those peaceful protests look like burning windows and stolen TVs. For now, let's get back to movies. Real ones. Where heroes know right from wrong, and they don't need a trending hashtag to tell them which side they're on. If you like this little descent into media madness, go ahead and like the video. If you disagreed violently but couldn't look away, share it with someone who deserves to suffer too. And if you want more reviews, rants, and reels from the cinematic void, subscribe. Because the booth is always open, the bulb's always dying, and it only gets weirder from here.
In a smoky back room, on a midnight screen, we're digging through reels that'll haunt your dreams. From creatures of the night to heroes of space, we'll take you to the edge in this wild, weird place. Crack open the celluloid, let's see what's inside. Horror, sci-fi, and thrillers collide. We're here to dig up the good, bad, and strange through decades of cinema's mad, twisted range.